If employers can fire you on the spot, why should employees give a 2 weeks notice before leaving? Besides the burning bridges aspect, let me know if there's something I'm missing here. You should only give a 2 weeks. As a courtesy to an employer who's been decent to you. You owe them nothing. Only companies that deserve a 2-week notice get one from me. You're not missing anything. They can cry, kick, and scream all day demanding 2 weeks notice. I like watching adults throw tantrums. It's supposed to be common courtesy, so they can find someone to replace you in that time. But in a lot of instances, once you place your 2 weeks notice, they fire you before then out of spite. I don't give any job a heads up when I quit. I just do. Only for your own pragmatic reasons, which usually are limited to, I want to use them as a reference later. I never give a 2 weeks. I just disappear. 2 weeks is for the week. I don't even quit, I just never come back in. At will employment states that anyone can be fired for any or no reason at all. It also means that an employee can quit at any time for any reason at all as well and does not need to give a 2-week notice. In Europe they can't. They can fire you if you committed a strictly defined and provable set of actions. Violence, theft, etc. Otherwise they can end the work contract, but then the same wait time applies for them as for you. 1 or more months. It's a courtesy thing. Though when I gave my 2 weeks we were just starting a slow period that they were going to use to train me on some equipment. So they said I didn't need to show up, so I took a 2-week vacation. Every job I have had that I quit, I didn't care about burning bridges. It has not affected my job prospects whatsoever. The people that matter remember me. The ones that don't are a bridge I don't care to cross again. For the most part you honestly don't need to bother. I will if I leave my current gig. But I also have a bonus of $1,000 if I give notice in my current contract, and if I up and left, my entire company would be screwed, and I actually like my boss and my coworkers. But for most of them? Nah. No good reason other than the usual BS spewed by capitalist bootlickers. It's a form of retaliation from your employer. Basically throwing a fit just cause you're quitting. They don't want you to quit. They want to be able to get rid of you when they're ready. Quitting seems to bruise their ego. That's the neat part. You don't. If you are in America and have no contract, there is no reason outside of courtesy. Many companies will have it in policy that you won't get vacation or accrued sick days if you terminate without X amount of notice. But most states have laws that supersede that. Most people I've talked to do it so their coworkers don't get the shaft by having your workload tossed on their plates. And that's about the only good reason I can see for it. Just got laid off today. No severance, no warning. I think it's more of a courtesy to your coworkers than to the management or business itself. I make it a point to write, I'm giving the courtesy of notice, when I resign. And say it verbally too. It is also a way to hedge your bets. If the new job is absolutely terrible, you can sometimes get your old job back if you left gracefully. But yeah, in the US we have zero job security and can be fired with no notice. The standard of 2 weeks notice is corporate brainwashing. At will works both ways. You don't have to give notice. The corporate philosophy is they didn't fire you. You fired yourself. You didn't meet performance. You abused the attendance policy. You violated a safety rule. The corporate philosophy is, they wanted your success and you chose not to be. I'm all for fair working conditions. living wages. But if everyone's being honest, you were hired with an expectation. You had expectations. And somewhere in the middle it fell short. That doesn't mean it was on you. But you weren't a good fit? Find a good fit and toodaloo. Back in the day here it went both ways. Give 1 week's notice of intention to quit, or receive an extra week's pay if fired. They should NT.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.